Can Cardano be the #1 cryptocurrency, overtake the market cap of Ethereum, or dare I even say Bitcoin? That's going to be the focus of today's video. That might be a little shocking to you. We're going to look at several indicators involving scalability, which is a hot topic, security. We're going to look at decentralization. We're going to look at interoperability to understand why Cardano will surpass Bitcoin and Ethereum by market cap. I feel like Cardano will shock the world. Now, if you're holding Bitcoin, you're holding Ethereum, you're holding Solana, that's okay. It's okay if you're holding these projects, but you must recognize that there is a massive opportunity in the Cardano ecosystem. I'm not a Cardano maximalist. I'm a maximalist of investing properly without being hacked, scammed, rug pulled by protocol logic, by any of these known double spending Sybil attacks. Read about it. It's out there, and I don't want to be a part of it. Now, I didn't just wake up today and think, or yesterday, or a month ago, or a year ago, and say, I'm just going to jump on the Cardano bandwagon. No, this for me has been quite the contrary. Over 10,000 hours of deep dive research, reading over 200 of Cardano's scientific peer-reviewed papers, several hundred white papers, not only Cardano's, but a lot of the projects building on Cardano, not just the projects building on Cardano's white papers, but white papers of all different kinds in all different blockchains. The Bitcoin white paper, Ethereum, Polkadot, Avalanche, Tron, lots of the top 10. All roads for me as a person who's just a value investor, somebody who is invested in taking a dollar bill and growing it, leads me to Cardano as being that #1 blockchain. Let's start off right off the bat. Security. Cardano equals security. Cardano is the #1 secure blockchain out there as far as days past. Now, Bitcoin has the longest track record, but Cardano is unique because it also allows for smart contracts and layer 2s to build upon its network. Okay, Bitcoin doesn't have any use case outside of this store of value, which is a layer 1's blockchain main focus. They want to accomplish store of value. So Bitcoin accomplishes store of value, Ethereum accomplishes store of value, and thank you to Ethereum, we could credit them for introducing smart contracts. What is a smart contract? It's really the ability for another token to get issued on a layer 1. So Cardano came out to the scene and also is a great store of value, but with beautiful smart contracts that are secure, that are, the price is determined. So deterministic pricing. Cardano's infrastructure doesn't crash. There's no downtime. So if you're building a project, let's say you're building a blockchain project, a D-app, a decentralized application, do you want your users to experience downtime, crash time, like these crazy hard fork scenarios where the whole network has to get rebooted? Or are you going to want your users to experience full uptime? That brings me to the topic of the user. Do you as a user, do you want to be involved in some sort of investment or putting your tokens inside of a decentralized application that will crash? Cardano is not known or at all has a history of crashes or hacks. Look at all the other top 10 chains. Go to DeFi Llama and look at the hacks, the rug pulls, the double spending, the protocol logic. All of this protocol logic and these breaches happen on these other chains. Why? Because security is a major factor. Cardano is built on security. Its #1 focus is security. And the thing about layer 1s is they have to give up security to accomplish scalability. And that's why this whole blockchain trilemma is a big known topic right now. This blockchain trilemma of decentralization, scalability, and security. What blockchain out there can you point to that is honestly handling that trilemma in a massive way? Cardano is where all roads lead. Right to this very topic. You talk about scalability. Okay, or let's back up. I can hear the people right now in the comments say, Bitcoin has the Lightning Network. The Lightning Network has been disappointing, okay? Disappointing to say the least. And here's another thing I'll say. If you're going to like get into the comments and sit there and talk about this coin, that coin, whatever, I have a term for all of you out there that just want to sit there and parrot information without doing your own research, your own investigation, your own analysis. I'm calling these people ostriches. Okay? You're an ostrich. If you're just going to parrot some sort of like talking point that you're going to see on some news channel or whatever without doing your own research, you got your head in the sand, and now it's time to get your head out of the sand so that you can see the light. Okay? Let's talk about scalability then. Okay? Let's confront the issue. Well, Cardano can't scale. Solana has so much more transactions and all this stuff. Let me tell you this. Okay, and I hear you, and that's correct, right? Like right now, Cardano is slower than other competitors out there. But Solana crashes. These other projects have exploits, have scams, have breaches, have backdoors, have loopholes in the system. Cardano doesn't have that. And if that was the only case, that Cardano doesn't have that, but is always going to be slower, I really wouldn't be that excited about Cardano. What really excites me about Cardano is the fact that when you dive into the understanding of what they're doing as far as scalability, unless you're an ostrich, you'd have to recognize the fact that that is a very true reality coming in the Cardano roadmap right now, probably when you're watching this video. Cardano's layer 1 is divided in 2 separate layers, a Cardano settlement layer where they settle transactions, and a computation layer. These 2 layers are separate. And so that is a really interesting dynamic. Okay, other blockchains don't really have that capability. The other thing is, you talk about scalability. Okay, we're on scalability. They have layer 2 solutions like Hydra. Hydra heads are coming out. There's layer 1 solutions right now. The Ouroboros Leos paper is coming out talking about input endorsers. These are terms that if you don't know about it, type it in Google and read the papers. Find out for yourself what these mean. The Chang hard fork combinator event's coming up, introducing the Voltaire roadmap of Cardano for the first time. One of the biggest hard fork combinator events that Cardano will see in the Voltaire movement. What is the Voltaire section of Cardano's roadmap? It's all about decentralized governance. So when you talk about scalability, you need to have a decentralized governance that works, a true decentralized governance that works. With layer 2 solutions like Hydra Head, okay, there's Mithril. There is layer 1 solutions like input endorsers coming out with Plutus V3, okay, version 3, coming very soon, maybe this month or next month. And then there's also this third element of partner chains, which is incredible. So you talk about scalability, Cardano is producing right now in its Cardano native token ecosystem, the next generation of altcoins, 4th generation blockchains, privacy tokens, privacy blockchains. Talk about scalability. You just wait and see what scalability looks like in a robust ecosystem that doesn't have to sacrifice its security to achieve the scalability. Not just its scalability, but also its decentralization. The top 10 cryptocurrencies right now that you see are all getting more and more centralized by the day, and they're also getting less and less secure. That is honestly the truth. Unless you're an ostrich, you will understand that if you look. Cardano, as it's moving down the path, is getting more secure and more decentralized as it scales. My friends, I have a passion to help individuals understand through the fog, through the FUD, the trueness of the blockchain technology movement. People talk about, well, number go up, but the only thing I'm concerned about is number go up. Number go up. Well, how can Cardano ever be the number 1 cryptocurrency if all these other market caps are way further? Look at Cardano's market cap. It's a measly 30 billion compared to what? 200, 300 billion of Ethereum, or 1.3 trillion, okay, of Bitcoin. Yeah, I do believe that Cardano will be a multi-trillion-dollar asset, okay? A multi-trillion-dollar protocol. Why? Because of its smart contract brilliance. The wizardry of their smart contracts is a massive factor. You want smart contracts. If you're a Fortune 500 company, if you are a small business, if you are a government, if you're a user, you want to rely on a network that doesn't crash, that has first principles written inside of its smart contracts that are protected by the same network that Cardano enjoys in its security. So that can't be understated as far as adoption is concerned. Now, Cardano, which another thing I love about it, now many people hate it, is the fact that they do not go after venture capitalist vampires wanting to sink their teeth in and buy everything up and then sell it to the dumb money retail investors later on. Cardano isn't about that. Cardano is about building a community of experts. The people who are involved in Cardano's community, which, by the way, is one of the best communities in the crypto space, is really the Michael Jordans and like the top of the top scientists, mathematicians, professors out there, because they want to work on the best of the best, want to work in a blockchain that is the best of the best and best in class. Now, all the VC pushers out there and all the money go up people out there want to sit there and pump up the coins and push up the presser of the price action and then what, dump it out? What kind of ecosystem is that? But I have something even more special for you, number go up people, okay? Because I would beg to differ on the number go up. Now, if you're looking at just Cardano, okay, number go up, Solana go up more than Cardano, Dogecoin go up more than Cardano. I get it. I get that's where you're stuck with your head in the sand. Where I'm looking is in the Cardano native tokens. Here's another concept that I'm coining right now. I don't hear people saying this. Everybody talks about projects going to the moon. I have this realization of projects going past the moon to Mars. Now, what do I mean by this? When a token first comes on the scene, when it's an initial launch, and it has not seen a bull market yet, right? So it comes out in the bear market. All of the Cardano native tokens out right now came out in the bear market. So they have been like battling the bear market, these little tiny Cardano native tokens, okay, that just got funded by Catalyst. By the way, Catalyst is another fantastic reason why you should check out what Cardano is doing. If you're talking about scalability, if you're talking about security, if you're talking about funding, what other cryptocurrency out there has a sovereign wealth fund that has dished out over $100 million and it continues to scale? A lot of these projects that got funded are battling that bear market. They have never felt the beautiful glory of a DeFi summer, all the DeFi projects, or a massive bull market. So we even talk about number go up. What about projects like MinSwap? What about projects like World Mobile Token, Liquid Finance, Genius Yield, Fact Token, OrcFax Protocol? I mean, I could just go on and on. Cornucopias, Meld. There is so many. Endmaker. Vi Finance, Smart Places, Dega Protocol, ones that are even in their ISPO right now, Matera, Palm Token. What about these projects here that are like 2 cents? Not even a cent. Giro Wallet. They've been doing good things. They were just on the Killer Whales show. So you want to talk about number go up? What I mean by something going to Mars is that in its first bull run, if you look back at Bitcoin's first bull run, Cardano's first bull run, Ethereum's first bull run, the percentage increases are insane, that shoot straight past the moon and go directly to Mars. You think 1,000% is great? You think 10,000% is great increase? What about like 60,000% gains and insane stuff like that, right? That's crazy. And when they retrace after the bull market, when they retrace back to the bear market, they retrace to the moon and launch off again to like Jupiter or Pluto, okay? So these projects, if you would have invested in them in their initial bull phase, you wouldn't even be concerned right now about number go up because you'd be so far beyond that. That's what these Cardano native token projects have to offer. I don't see anybody talking about Cardano native altcoins, producing these altcoins that are right here that you could catch right now. If you just get a little Cardano wallet, plug it into a DeFi application like MinSwap, Dex Hunter, Fluid Finance, LendFi. I could go on and on. These projects are behemoth, sleeping giants right now. And if you want to talk about number go up, well, let's compare how much your stack of Bitcoin grows against my stack of MinSwap. Let's compare what your stack of Ethereum or Solana or Dogecoin or whatever goes against some of these native altcoins to the Cardano ecosystem. It's time to stop being an ostrich and understand that there are tremendous potentials. Right now, with the Cardano ecosystem, people call it a ghost chain. It has no value. That's insane. It's insane to say that. It's actually like crazy to say that. And then the other FUD that you hear about Cardano is, oh, well, it's too slow. Well, how could a ghost chain be slow, right? How could something that's a ghost chain that doesn't have any utility, has nothing, nobody building on it, be congested? Just wait, my friends. Because of these reasons, and there are so many more, I don't have enough time in this video right now to talk about all these 204 papers, all of this stuff that is difficult to understand, but it's out there to the public, would take me hours and hours and hours and hours to express. So it's not that you should just take my word and say, oh my God, okay, I got to jump on the Cardano bandwagon. No, I'm not jumping on any bandwagon, and neither should you. I'm on the hunt for powerful projects that are here to last through the arc of time. Okay? And not only that, but provide me an opening to participate, to be a part of it, to be a part of something that's like truly changing the world. Let me show you something on TradingView that I don't see anybody looking at. And what this is the Bitcoin dominance, the market cap of the Bitcoin dominance. Okay, right? So at 100%, right? At 100%, that would mean that Bitcoin has 100% of the dominance. Like that would mean that like Bitcoin's the only coin out there, right? The only blockchain. And that's how it was. This dominance tracker began its tracking in 2014. All right. So 10 years ago. So this is a weekly chart. So every little tiny bar you see is a entire week. Green represents, obviously, it goes up. Red is when it comes down. 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5. These are all weeks of time. Okay. And yes, when Bitcoin was first on the scene, there was really nothing else out there. I mean, this is actually when Ethereum started to come on the scene, this 2014 era. Okay. And once Ethereum did come on the scene, look what happened to the dominance. So Bitcoin goes from like 100% dominance and it starts to kind of go down. And these other altcoins come down. And at some point, now the smart investors, the wise, savvy investors, all understand, this is like no secret, that Bitcoin will be overtaken in market cap at some point in the history. I'm not saying this bull run. I'm saying that over the arc of time, this is something that will show you that progress in real time. So I track this a lot and understand and go into many more metrics. Bitcoin is the leader, is the OG, is the pioneer. And we're seeing ETFs now imminent with Ethereum. They're going to be imminent with every robust blockchain out there, unless it's a scam. Solana will have an ETF probably. Cardano will have an ETF. Look at the top 10. Adoption is coming. And as more and more projects get on the scene and adoption happens, the market cap of Cardano will be looked at as one of the greater feats of triumph in the crypto space. It's a project that moves slow and steady and methodical. It is not a project that moves fast and breaks things, which is the whole Silicon Valley ethos. Move fast and break things. And frankly, that is what precisely these new naive cryptocurrencies are doing. Moving fast and breaking things. And the thing is, the things that they're breaking are people's lives, their money, their investments. You might be able to scalp here and there and make some good profit and all that stuff. And if that's what you're in for, then fine. I've seen many people fall to the wayside in this zero-sum game. Cardano's a different ecosystem. They use the same computer science and calculus principles as SpaceX, as NASA, as the Boeing creates the big jet, those consensus systems, because your life is truly on the line. Is your life truly on the line when you jump into a plane? If you're an astronaut, your life is on the line. They cannot afford to make mistakes. They can't afford to have crashes. That is the same exact approach Cardano takes in its development. I'm hearing whispers of Elon Musk's SpaceX partnering up with a certain protocol building on Cardano's blockchain. I was an ostrich, honestly, I will say. And I saw too many people get burned, and I was in some very sticky, challenging situations where I was almost scammed and almost rug pulled. And I had to yank my head up out of that sand and do my own research. And I'm about to show you in the next videos to come some of the most fantastic Cardano native token projects out there that are in their infancy, that have not experienced their first bull market yet, have that Mars capability. Forget going to the moon, Mars.